X-Play. A puppet tells you all to suck it. Suck it. I don't give a damn about TimeSplitters.
Got some slick shooting, man.
Drive to Survive. Or Project Snowblind. Now take your hand out of my puppet ass. It's game time, bitches. They're so cheap, they have a puppet doing their intros. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Cheap or desperate, you decide.
Maybe it's a combination of both, like desperate or deep.
We're definitely not deep.
No.
Hello and welcome to X-Play, the show that has no announcer.
Yes, as our search for a new announcer winds down, we've been reduced to rely on an angry, obscenity-spewing puppet who's a pale imitation of Triumph. Yes, he is doing our intros.
And just when we thought it couldn't get any worse, we found out that we have to review King of Fighters 2002-2003. It's 2005, people.
But don't fret, we have some very good news for you.
We have a review of Project Snowblind, the amazing futuristic shooter that boasts more gadgets than any shooter to come before.
Plus, a razor for the Xbox and a review of the highly anticipated TimeSplitters Future Perfect.
Also, another installment of It Came from Xbox Live, where we record all the weird stuff people say online when they're playing.
Yeah, they don't say any other kind of stuff.
No.
And last but not least, at the end of the show, the X-Play segment so controversial, we couldn't show it to you until now.
Let's just say that this one is for adults only.
And me. But we begin with the shooter made by members of the development team behind GoldenEye for the N64. Here's our review of TimeSplitters Future Perfect. TimeSplitters has always been no one's favorite first-person shooter series. And again, it's a shooter that no one despises as well.
Man, with friends like you.
With the release of TimeSplitters Future Perfect, you get the sense from the title that this time it's gonna work. I can't hold on much longer! Or that it will in the future. Or maybe they're teaching us grammar.
Got some slick shooting, man.
See, the Future Perfect tense describes an action that will occur in the future.
Humankind finds itself locked in a mortal struggle with the TimeSplitters.
Such as, in the future, things will look sandy and creatures will attack you in a world without shadows. But these future actions will need to occur before another action, like putting on your pants before your underwear. Or having to fix things that are wrong in the past in order to keep the future safe for complex grammar.
That's cherry, baby.
Okay, so pretty much it's like before. You travel to moments in the past, like old Scotland, and kill everyone that points a gun at you. The game has a pretty goofy sense of humor.
This reminds me of the war. Such happy days.
So if you're a complete jackass, this might bother you. This guy will bother anyone, though.
Last one alive's a big girl's blouse.
They use old-fashioned words as well.
Right idea, old bean, but that's the wrong portcullis.
A portcullis is what makes ladies happy. Overall, it's a welcome respite from overblown machismo. Unfortunately, the game's also a respite from some other things, like modern level design. Primarily, you don't really have much AI to be competitive with. Those enemies just hang around in one place and try to shoot you, and then you shoot them. Perhaps the past is cursed by a lack of motivation. What it's also cursed with is a lack of clothes for women. Actually, the future has this problem too.
Cortez, meet Anya.
And she's got more of a lack of self-esteem thing.
Who does he think I am?
Between this and Resident Evil, when the zombies come, I'm looking for the hoochies to help me. The poor AI, coupled with a relatively short single player, makes the game a mindless romp free of much challenge or strategy. Which is a fine way to spend a couple of afternoons.
Cortez, these friends are yours?
The multiplayer and arcade options extend the life of the game considerably with curious challenges and the ability to build your own levels. But the appeal is rather limited to those that weren't looking for much story or adventure in the first place. Overall, you can get lost in the slick presentation and lighthearted tone for a while, but eventually, the shallowness of the game becomes apparent. And unless you just want to shoot things with little reason, you could yearn for a lot more. A 3 out of 5.
Ugh, I feel cold.
I wonder why. Slut.
You did not just call her a slut.
I was reading. Show children that literacy is important.
Yeah, right. None of our fans can read. Haven't you seen the fan mail? I get 5 emails a week asking about Star Wars Rouge Squadron. You make it sound like a Jedi cosmetic sim.
We know the Darksiders are a little pale. They could do with some color in their cheeks.
Okay, I'm done. Let's just preview a racing game. There's always a darn racing game to preview, like this one.
To be noticed on the virtual racetrack among such titans as Burnout 3 and Gran Turismo 4, a game must take the road less traveled. Sometimes that road is littered with tiny cars shooting tiny missiles. Enter the world of Drive to Survive. Even from the preview build, it's obvious that Drive to Survive was born to be a multiplayer party game. You can play with up to 4 people on 2 controllers. Most matches are a series of lightning-fast mini-races. Imagine Bomberman on wheels.
Get off the road, you motherless Sunday driver!
You pick up weapons and...
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
The variety of power-ups...
Dog fart!
Yeah, with
Out of
no
my
good.
way, you road crunching panty waste!
I don't even know what that means, and I'm offended.
Whoops! There go my cookies!
Okay, would you just shut up for a minute? The 4-wheeled combat of Drive to Survive arms you with mortars, flamethrowers, and a shotgun on steroids.
That was for Biggie Smalls, mother. What?
Each mini race is worth a point. Win the point by getting a large enough lead on the other racers. Then the race resets and you fight for the next point. The average match duration is about 5 seconds. Because the races are so short, a single mistake is enough to cost you the point. Tight turns with no guardrails in the rain. Sweet. The camera is connected to the track, not the car, so it takes a little getting used to. But you'll soon learn to anticipate when the view suddenly snaps in and out, or swings on its own. The drivers are hilarious, and the multiplayer is looking good.
Dude, I'm done with this.
You're scaring me. We'll give a full review when Drive to Survive pulls out of the garage this spring. I'm leaving now.
Well, we'll have the full review when this one comes out.
Now don't leave. We have more puppet intros and a bunch of really good games coming up.
You know you want it, bitches.
But my contract said I didn't have to work with puppets.
Wait, you have a contract?
Even I have a contract.
Oh!
Up next, like I give 2 craps about King of Fighters 2002, 2003. I'm a puppet. I can't even poop.
You know what's insane? You can control the Black Eyed Peas with the push of a button.
F-R-E-S-H, be fresh. D-E-F, that's right, we definite. Black Eyed Peas, be reppin' it. Turn up the radio, blast your stereo right now.
The music, the stuff, it all comes together right here. Best Buy. Thousands of possibilities. Get yours.
Where do they get it? How are they moving it?
Agent Brzezinski, Narc Squad.
The DEA is forcing themselves on this. Your old partner, Marcus, is the lead agent.
This is our case.
Don't move in until I give the word.
Yeah, right.
He's going for the gun.
Some moments I was an addict. But this moment, I'm a cop. 2 cops on the street face a choice. Do they walk the line or do they cross it? Narc, 1995. Big hit, friend prices. Rated M for mature.
Thanks for calling Domino's. 3 people? Everyone wants something different. Oh, it's okay, sir. We get this all the time. That's why we've got our 5-5-5 deal. 3 pizzas, $5 each. Yeah, it is a great deal. You're very welcome. I love you too.
Domino's 555 deal is back. Buy 3 or more medium one-topping pizzas and they're all just $5 each. Only from Domino's. Get the door. It's the 555 deal.
At GameFly, rent the hottest titles for Xbox, PS2, GameCube, and GBA. Games like Star Wars Republic Commando and Tekken 5, rated T. No due dates, no late fees, free delivery. Go to GameFly.com for your free trial. GameFly, the smartest way to rent games.
This Friday on the G-Spot. G4TV.com jacks into the Matrix online and geeks out over God of War.
No way!
Yes way. Then it's Attack of the Yu-Gi-Oh! On X-Play and the return of Splinter Cell.
No!
Find the G-Spot every night starting at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific.
I'm a damn puppet and I do a better job than Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Everyone's a critic.
Welcome back to X-Play.
And what can we say about this next game that the title King of Fighters 2002-2003 doesn't?
Nothing, but we'll try.
Here's a review.
Return to a time when the fantasy of a Fight Club game had yet to be ruined by the reality of a Fight Club game with SNK's King of Fighters 2002-2003 for the PS2. Recalling the days of Fatal Fury and Street Fighter, King of Fighters 2002 contains all the ingredients that make a traditional fighting game great. It features the series' standard 3-on-3 battles. Just pick your fighters at the start and play as one until he, or she, is knocked out and replaced by the next. It's like The Bachelorette, except entertaining and violent. There's also the classic single-fighter 3-round matches, for those who want that plucky loner facing impossible odds like that guy in Bloodsport or the Uma Thurman in Kill Bill effect. There are over 40 characters at your disposal, each with their own large number of moves and unique combos. Some impressive, and some just... The number of unique fighters also gives you the opportunity to find out what it's like to lose to everything from a metrosexual to the Backstreet Boys. The fighters look about as authentic as Lindsay Lohan's tan. The music, when there is any, is the cheesy fighting synth track you expect from a game like this. But somehow it all works to create an experience that may feel old school, but never out of date. For what it is, King of Fighters 2002 worked so well that the 2003 version comes across as a letdown by comparison. There are few characters available, and the only real upgrade is a cosmetic one to the more three-dimensional background. Oh look, it's like a Bjork video. If 03's fighter can claim bragging rights to anything, it's the multi-shift system. A cool way of saying you can substitute teammates at any time during a match instead of having to play them in order. Another 03 difference is its break from the standard 3 rounds per fight routine in single-play mode. Here, each fighter has 3 times the normal lifeline in battles that last only 1 round. This results in less breaks in play. But it's not the kind of improvement that calls for a full-scale addition to an already saturated genre. 2 games good enough to not be bad in one convenient package. The redundancy of 2003 keeps this from being a must-have in every fighting fan's library, but the one price for both games saves King of Fighters 2002-2003 from itself and lands it a 3 out of 5.
Game over.
Okay, unless you are a hopeless SNK fanboy, do not buy this game. Rent it somewhere like Gamefly.com.
They have hundreds of games to rent or buy, which means you can save your money for important things like rent and food.
Or porn.
What?
Corn, part of a healthy diet.
Coming up, everyone's excited about our Project Snowblind review. Know what I'm excited about? Getting off this f***ing show.
All stations, hostile tracking inbound.
Imagine simultaneously tracking over 100 enemy targets on land, sea, and in the air from thousands of miles away. It's the most powerful weapon system ever invented. It's called Aegis, and it's just one of the amazing technologies you'll find only in the United States Navy. Navy, accelerate your life. Log on to the Life Accelerator at Navy.com.
Trained from birth. An emperor who became a tyrant. An exile who led a revolution. On a quest for vengeance. Introducing an action role-playing game of mythical proportions. Jade Empire.
Check this out. This is what we do for a living.
We're video game designers.
And we're game programmers.
With the training offered at Collins College, you can learn to design, code, and test games like this.
And this.
Game design is a growing career.
For a brochure on a career in game design, call Collins College at 1-888-256-1200 now. That's 1-888-256-1200. Call Collins College now.
You ever think you might have worms? If your computer is slowing down or crashing or just acting weird.
E-acceleration with the full power of Stop Sign can make it like new again.
Stop Sign gives you virus protection, second to none.
With a spam blocker and spyware remover.
Pop-up blocker.
And the Stop Sign firewall for all the protection you'll ever need.
Guaranteed.
You may be infected and not even know it. Go to StopSign.com for a free virus scan now.
Well, how come you haven't called me back?
Because I was drunk and just using you for sex, okay?
Really?
Brutally honest? Watch X-Play. Next.
I'm as tired of this guest announcing crap as you are. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb. Bitches.
Oh, that's nice. Welcome back to X-Play.
We return with a futuristic shooter that features tons of gadgets.
Even jaded gamers like Adam and I are impressed by a game that incorporates so much cool hardware for you to play around with.
Then, after a few minutes of being impressed, we go back to judging and heartlessly looking for flaws.
The good news, there aren't many.
Here's a review of Project Snowblind. Look, fellow gamer, you and I have spent a lot of time in the future. In the future, we escape the clutching gravity of collapsing suns, dodge the superheated discharge of plasma rifles, spider bots, and frag grenades. Our own time's daily climaxes include running red lights and futuristic sound machines called iPods. And that's why we love the future video games present us with. And also why we love Project Snowblind. There is so much futuristic bounty you can encrust your little digital dude in. You just might start feeling less like you're playing a character and more like you're playing the future itself. Project Snowblind kickstarts into light with an all-too-familiar tale of civil strife. The greater Hong Kong area is being slowly ground to powder beneath the jackboot of some nefariously enigmatic lunatic with a general's rank. You, of course, are the kitten-loving good guys in charge of stopping his hush puppies dead in the dust of your beloved Kowloon. You and your buddies seem to be Asian, but everybody talks as if they're some nearby Brooklyn suburb.
It's not about you.
This game looks absolutely awesome. Beautiful lighting and gorgeous ballistics detail the shivering horror that drips from the fangs of conflict realism. Each level, room situation, and mission is packed with the food a thinking gamer loves to feast on. There's a variety of ways to accomplish goals, and repeat playability will have you trying each with vein-draining glee. The opening cutscene immediately drops you like a digested steak into the very bowels of combat. shards of old ceramic distractedly fly hither and thither as you fight for a beat on the enemy, who keeps hitting you with wave after wave of air, land, and mech assault. You're brave and kind of dumb when you try to rescue a fallen comrade. It's the year of the mortally wounded guy for you.
This isn't looking good, kids.
It doesn't look good, but then there's all those past sci-fi save the dude, lose the dude scenarios to pull from. It's RoboCop or the $6 million meathead. You make the call. Whichever, reap the reward, gamer, because you get to spend the rest of the game trying out your hybridized human Hellboy on the unsuspecting Republic.
I'll go it alone if I have to.
So many physical upgrades, so many weapons, so many opportunities to squeeze the infected life from misguided misfits that stand in your path. You'll also have the ability to jack into objects from afar and to then board them. I'm in the mech! Fear me, I'm in the mech! Vehicles didn't seem quite right in terms of control, and after a while, the highly predictable storyline and cutscene intrusions will begin to grate a tad.
Unless you can survive a stone age, you should not survive at all.
But with a power equal to that which nearly killed Nikki Sixx on the Girls, Girls, Girls tour, we give Project Snowblind a 4 out of 5.
We highly recommend this game, especially if you're tired of standard first-person shooters.
Like TimeSplitters, which we reviewed earlier on the show.
So stick around because up next we have more It Came from Xbox Live.
Plus, the video that was so controversial, we couldn't show it to you until now.
Why was it controversial?
Because it's too vulgar, bitches.
Can I quit now?
Coming up, first the puppet, now cartoon characters. And it came from Xbox Live. More like it came from one of our producers' asses.
Check this out. This is what we do for a living.
We're software developers.
With the online program from Westwood, you can train from home to design, code, and test games like this.
And this.
Can you believe that we get paid for playing games?
Westwood College now offers training online for video game careers. For a brochure, call 888-636-0077. That's 636-0077. Call now.
Reebok Classic Wedge 2. Tested and proven.
I'm going in there.
Only at Foot Locker.
Get me a car. I'll make sure it's got a big trunk.
Critics are blown away by Sin City. Visually stunning. Explosive filmmaking. The must-see event of the year. Sin City. Rated R. In theaters Friday.
Doom 3. Rated mature. Coming to Xbox April 4th.
With so much drama in the LBC, it's kinda hard being...
Jamster presents Snoop Doggy Dogg as a ringtone to your cell. Just text Gin 5 for gin and juice to 755-55.
For the G's and make a few ends as I...
Jamster presents Dr. Dre as a ringtone to your cell. Just text Ride 5 for Let Me Ride to 755-55.
If you think you can do a better job hosting, you can blow me. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Okay, the puppet gag is officially done. Stick a fork in it.
You better not fork me.
It's done. Get the hand puppet out of here. Security!
We only have security at E3.
Then I'm killing the hand inside it.
Just roll the tape we recorded on Xbox Live.
Ah, I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out.
It came from Xbox Live.
my brother's face because he snort too much. That could be freaking snoring like Chewbacca. That shit is stink, man. Egg rolls. 2004, you blew me off. It's a microphone, not a dildo. Oh my God, roosters in the house. RK2, shut your fucking R2D2 ass up.
When you talk about getting hard in PE, you deserve to die.
Yeah.
Hopefully it didn't get hard in the boys' locker room.
Yeah.
Oh, the humanity.
Right now, we have a sketch that was so racy, we weren't allowed to show it to you.
As part of our More Fun with Soul Calibur series, we made this little clip, and apparently, according to the censors, we went a little too far. But now, with a few strategic cuts, we're able to present it to you in most of its original glory.
Warning, it's slightly pornographic.
I thought we killed you.
You let the dead get in.
Thank you for calling 1-900 Ninja Luv. A ninja will be with you momentarily.
Hello?
Don't waste my time. Let's go.
Damn, I like a ninja that can get down to business.
Want more?
Oh, yeah, baby. You know who I am?
I don't care who you are.
I'm Link.
That's all you've got?
You know, from Legend of Zelda.
Pitiful.
Could you talk dirty to me again?
Forgive me.
That's okay. Whoa, are you okay?
I won't hold back.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I can feel the evil.
Oh, you feel that? Yeah, I feel it too.
Get ready.
Zelda!
Are you ready?
Yeah, just shut the hell up.
It's time for you to sleep.
Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow.
Get out of my sight.
Thanks for helping me clean my sword.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Get out of here. Shut the door. Get out of here.
You can download the uncut version of that segment at our website.
G4TV.com/xplay.
And there's lots of other stuff there too, like the X-Play game.
And fan forums. We fear the fan forums.
Which brings us to viewer mail. We wanted to read some harshly critical fan mail in response to our Shadow of Rome segment.
We did a little segment about the historical accuracy of Capcom's Shadow of Rome game, and a lot of our viewers disagreed with us about it.
We thought we'd read one of those emails on the air.
This one is from historically minded viewer James M. He writes, in Shadow of Rome, you mentioned that there were never female gladiators. Incorrect! There were female gladiators in Rome known as gladiatrixes. It was on TV. I am not aware of them ever engaging in combat wearing heels and a thong, though.
Well, thanks for throwing us the thong bone, James.
In answer, women prisoners were most likely killed during the games, particularly in the late Empire. But there's little to no evidence that the gladiatrix was ever a staple of the Roman arena.
Now, the few writers who do mention such things were essentially the national inquirers of ancient Rome. They delighted in shocking their readers. So, lady gladiators were the equivalent of the Bat Boy.
And the lack of any more reliable sources makes it sort of unlikely they were around at all, even though we'd like to think they were.
Now, as for the Discovery Channel show about the woman's body found near a London gladiatorial arena, London's a long way from Rome.
So maybe we should have said they didn't exist at the time to be safe.
But given the lack of documented evidence of their existence, we at X-Play come down on the no gladiator chick side of the fence.
You guys are worse than CBS. You just can't admit you're wrong.
Okay, that's it.
You want to help me kill the puppet?
What? No.
Oh, wait, there's someone down here, too.
Get him!
No, there's nobody behind the counter.
Welcome to the Whip Set, the only hour of TV bringing you the cars you want and the girls you can't have. First up, Formula D, drifting, raw and uncut. Then Street Fury, custom kits, heavy horsepower, and oh yeah, ladies. The Whip Set, premiering April 10th, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific.
Today on X-Play, swing into split screen with Spider-Man 2 for the Nintendo